Morning, Bill Changer. I'm watching some trades here. I just walked in my office, and what I see is a downtrend. What I see is the euro dollar was retesting a grid. Again, trading the trend, trading trend lines, thermal price grid. So here's what happened. I see it's a downtrend, and I literally walk in, and it's right coming up to this grid. So I quick flipped a sniper, did a sell, and down it's going hard. Okay, so I got my profits off it at, being a little conservative here. I think I got, well, 13 to 15 pips. you know this is a area, right? So I took it off there. Swissy, same thing, not a grid, but it's price. And look at how price sets up resistance, breaks dojis, and it's coming back, and it's in complete alignment with the euro. So I popped a buy on the other side. So this is a green trend. The trend is up, and I'm only buying on pullbacks to grids or levels, and there it is. So let's see if we can squeeze that out. So we've able to already pull off, and I literally, this is 15 minutes I walked into my office. It's been probably 17 minutes since I walked into my office. It was the last few minutes of that candle, and that happened, pulled off 13. Because I've been doing this long enough that when I see it, you just move. So number one, I checked the news. There's no news for 2 hours. The trend is down. London's open, Tokyo's closed. What's well in here? The trend is down, and it's retesting a grid, and it's retesting a support price level. No brainer. Just go. Swissy, same thing. No news at a level, buy it. Now, right now we're up 10 pips and waiting for this to stretch up, touch this. Now, on a ForexU alert trade, Joe has had a couple days. If that Aussie US dollar gets below, if it dips down into this area, he actually says under 0400 to 0380 to 0385. Oh my gosh, it went right to 0385 area, and it broke above. So guess what? Right away I slammed a buy at 0405, allow for some spread. Look at that, it retested an area, a grid. See, this is synergy, we call that. Okay, when I get a thermal price grid lines up, look at it, support, it breaks, it retests it, drops, can't make new lows, breaks above, retests again, buy it, buy it, buy it. 8 pips, what does he say? 15 to 20 pips, and then 60 pips. So I'm going to just take them off at the grids. So I'm going to just trade the grids right here. Because look at it, struggled, broke, retested, failed, dropped, retested, down. It's gonna struggle in here. So I'm gonna just take it right there. Alright, let's see what the Swissy's doing. We're waiting for that to come up. So I might only get 13 out of here. We'll see what it does. You got a couple options here. Do you move your stop out of the way and hang on, or do you just take your 13 and be done, right? That's your choice. I'm going to just leave it. Okay, so I'm out. So I got 13.00. I got a bad fill on that. 13.00. Now let's see what it does. Now, for fun, let's look at a bigger chart. So that's their 30-minute. Okay, the 1 hour. See how the 1 hour is cycling right there. Let's see what this Swissy's doing. Because I'm debating to go right back in again. See how it's fulfilling an hour? So it hit that level, drop, doji. Now it's retesting it on a downtrend. It's probably going to drop like a stone here. Let's see. So our Swissy didn't quite hit profit, so it's looking to stretch. So I'm going to stretch this out a little bit because I've doubled my goal for the month on pips. So now I'm trading aggressive. And a real simple approach, here's what I do. Until I get 200 pips, right here I take them both off. And when it hits both of them, I follow my stop up. It has to move my way, or I take everything off. Then I hit 200 pips. When I hit 200 pips, then I take 2 off right away again, but I don't move my stop. I let it run. Then when I hit to 400 pips, which I've done, then I trade aggressive, which means I take profit 1, I push the take profit 2, and I don't move my stop loss. It's just kind of a 3-prong approach that I do, and I really like it. So our Aussie dollar, US dollar seems to be following through nicely. See the rejection off this euro. So if we draw another line here, well, I don't think I need another line. Watch, I'll just just copy this guy and connect the dot to right there. We'll see what it does. So the Swissy is the same thing, kind of struggling there. It didn't hit profit 1 yet. It should move our way. You know, another approach here is you set up Chart Trader where you drop a line and then you follow it up. And if it pops up higher, you just keep sneaking up and follow it right until it fills you, right? That's one way to go. Okay, awesome. Pound, what's the pound doing? See, the pound's kind of at a level 2. See how it's chopped? Again, trend is down. You connect our lines. It's retest, so it's a downtrend retesting that line. Let's see, trend line. It's at a pivotal area, right? It's got to stop. It's at support. It's at a trend line. Let's see what the euro's decided to do. Swissy is pushing up off that line. US CAD, let's see if that's doing anything right now. Okay, so from Tokyo to here, trend is up. Okay, pushing off. Alright, so let's see if we can get this first take profit at this level here on the Aussie dollar, US dollar. It sure is doing a nice bounce off this 0401 thermal grid beautifully. So let's see if we can get this to stretch its legs out. That's beautiful. So I'm a counter puncher guy. See, I like to, rather than buy it here on a breakout, this is just, I don't know, it's just my style. I like to, okay, there's 0401 and it broke down as Joe said, and here's the thing, look, if it broke down and then it comes back through, you'd be buying it right here at 0401, right? And you would immediately, it would go against you. So, and then if you tried to buy it again, then it broke through. So what I do is I like to wait for that to happen. I like to wait for that to happen, and then wait for the retest. And look at this is what the fundamental classic traders of the world are doing. Okay, somebody just hit some profits here. I'm trying to find which one it is. What are the fundamental classic traders of the world is they trade breaks and retests. That's just, look at that son of a gun. Wow, I missed it. Wow, look at the rejection. Look at the rejection off that trendline support. Yeah, I missed that guy. I should have popped that son of a gun. All right, so what I like about this Aussie dollar, US dollar, is I like to let it break, right? This is a big level, and see, this is what's funny, is price shows it, the grid, everything, and it's confirmed by Joe's ForexU alert. So when this is above here, it's a no-brainer for me to park a buy above 0401. I added 5 pips for the spread. It touches down to 0399 probably. Look at this low, 0400, low 0400. So look at that. Yeah, I got in within 1 pip of the bottom of this candle because of spread. Touches me in and up it goes. Beautiful, beautiful. It's perfect. It's perfect. So that is the perfect trade right here. There's no news. It broke down, did a retest, and look, and then it broke down to this area first, retested here, and then it couldn't go lower, came up, broke above it, does a retest, you buy it, and up it goes. That is, wow, that's really a perfect trade. So we got the Swissy. So I get the euro one time. I'll get this Swissy here. Should follow through. Euro on this entry. See, you know what it's doing. Okay, I'm not in a trade right here, so I can change time frame. So look at this hour. What it's doing is it's showing some power that it broke, it dojied, it's retested and gone red. A lot of times it'll come up, right, retest green, then turn red and drop. Man, this thing is down so hard. It broke, retested, dojis, and then it retests and it's going red already. That's a power move down. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay, so I'm optimistic we're going to get 3 successful trades here. This Aussie's going to hit, Euro's hit, we'll get this Swissy popping. And if I miss the Euro drop, I'm okay because I'm still in the Swissy buy, and this hasn't moved a ton, so if it takes off today up and the Euro drops like a stone, the Swissy's going to go up and I'll pop these two and be in a gravy train on a Friday. I'll take that. Okay, now I can size these just for fun. Let me shrink these down a little bit and we'll just leave them on at one time so we can kind of get a good look at everything. Well, these are the only 2 that I'm in. We'll just watch these 2 for now. So I'm hoping you're starting to see really it's I don't want to oversimplify it, but I mean, because I respect that, you know, it takes people a while to get here. But our idea is to fast track you, is to simplify shorten your learning curve by leading by example and teaching you, you know, teach you by showing you that, you know, we trade it, we have powerful tools, we trade it, and your belief goes up when you see it documented, and that is what it's all about. Now it's crazy, but you'll see, look at this, it's these last 3 to 5 minutes of a candle is when it usually does a hard push here. So look at, we're down the last, so it went down the last couple minutes, it's pushed all the way up, and now it's, I'm looking for this to pop. Now for me it's 5 in the morning, 5:15, coming up on 5:15. Have to look at this euro. Look at that, man. See, and it's crazy. That's the fastest pay. I mean, touch, bam, profitable in one candle. Ooh, I should have jumped on that, darn it. Well, like I said, I'm still optimistic about this Swissy, that I'll be able to stick in that one. Okay, so we got a new candles, just came out. There we go. Come on, buddy. 13, we're up 13 already. We got a really good entry. Look at this. We got in on a red candle, punching deep. That's the best buy. You want to buy at the bottoms. Get that thing down there. And let's see where our bottom of the world is. 93.41. We got in at 93.45. Look at that. 4 pips from the bottom. Guys, that is fun right there. Just nailing it. And then look at that. Immediately, you know, pretty quick, that thing turned and powers up positive. That's what's fun, is when they go your way quick. Well, you know, I sure would have been a rock star if I would have re-entered that pig right there, because that thing went profitable pronto. So I'm not always a genius here. You know, I want to be, you know, I want to be aggressive, but I don't want to be overly aggressive. I don't want to overtrade, so I'm just trying to be cautious. Like I just had a winner. I don't want to turn that into a loser. I still had this Swissy going, so I don't know. You just trying to watch, right? Don't overdo it. Come on now. You know what happens a lot of time, about the time I get like, oh well, gee, you know, I better just take profits now, wham, it just takes off. So, you know, another thing in this situation, if you want to be real conservative, is you just move it to break even. As soon as you get up 10, 12, 14 pips, say, I'm not going to sit here and watch a loser. You could always go to break even if you want. Especially if you're starting out your month, anytime you get positive 10, 15 pips, go to break even. Just do not allow a loss, right? Just be very conservative. Nice. Good job. Alright, so I was patient. I just waited and stretched it right up to the grid there, and we should have got 17.4. Very good. I'll take 17. Let's see. So, doing good. So for the month, I'm at 447 pips. And today's the 20th. I got to get going, man. I'm behind the ball here. Behind the ball. Got to keep my averages up. Let's see. I love this dashboard thing. 68% winners. Average stop loss 17.8. Total trades 20 trades. average winner 47, average loser 53. So I got to get those. I got kicked a couple times on a couple of trades. That happens. Okay, so now what I'm going to watch is a retest of this trend line or this. I'm going to be very cautious jumping in because this is down so hard. It's going to cycle up a little bit higher before it drops. So it could drop down to here and then retest this line. So let me try something here. Let's say it goes down. Let me change this line. Let's say it goes down. Uh-oh, what do we got going on now? So this Aussie is struggling. My Swissie's off to the races. Okay, this Euro is trying to drop. Okay, so here's what I could see. Say this goes down here, this goes here, and then it comes back up to here. And maybe that's where we'll watch for a deeper. Now you can call that Elliott wave or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, so it's dropped, pulled back, dropped some more, comes up deeper, and then plunges. I could see that. So we'll see what happens. Good job, good job, good job. Oh, see, now here's the other thing. Oh, darn it. You know, that's the high. So the thing that we've been talking about here is you have a touch point, then you have another touch point. So you set up a trend line off 2 points, it touches that with there. God darn it, that was a high probability one too, and I just missed it. Darn it. Okay, so that Swissie's pounding up good, that's fine. That should follow the Euro breakdown, great. Now this has given everybody a second chance on this Aussie. Second chance to get in. I'm going to watch like the Aussie. The 1 hour's got 38 minutes left. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm looking at some different time frames to see what it's. Now here's the thing that I find a lot. When you see these railroad tracks where it inside the range, when you have it goes down and then it comes up and immediately it engulfs this whole candle, I find a lot of times that is a great entry inside of here, like we just did. We did a buy and expect this to blow through. Now if this setup right here, these 3 candles, was here at the high of the day, then it's going down. Very seldom does it break through the top of these two kind of we call them railroad tracks. So all of a sudden it breaks out of the high of the day and immediately is rejected. Very seldom will it go through that. But if it's down and then up inside this range, inside the daily high, the daily low, got it? From the daily low to the daily high, if it's inside of here and it goes up and slams way down, I see a lot of times it just blows through there. So I'm fully expecting this to continue up here. So let's just pop through a couple of these others and just see. So here's another interesting, New Zealand US dollar, Euro US dollar. Look at this. So I'm in a downtrend and down, and it's pulled up to a black thermal grid. Oish. This is like a sell too. I don't like, normally I don't like to have like 6 trades going. But that's well, here's the thing. Aussie dollar should go up. So the New Zealand US, I'm kind of trying to watch, you know what I mean, correlating pairs, right? Okay, so we got to get this thing profitable. And here's the crazy thing, right? This candle could close green in the last 5 minutes. I mean, you can only go off closed candles. I mean, I say that over and over and over again. You just really can't make too many decisions. Okay, because here's, you know, how I used to trade. Okay, how I used to trade is um, I'd be here, I'd see it's down, and then I'm watching this wick down right here. Oh, I'd sell it. I'd sell it. And then, oh, look at that. I'm telling you, I was one of the best in the world at picking the bottoms and the tops. Man, I was just 100% wrong. I was absolutely the most accurate loser in Forex trading history. Just herd mentality, right? It's going down. Oh, I'm in. We're going down, and then it would just turn and goes up. And then right up here, it's like, okay, it's going up. So I would buy it, and then it would just turn. I mean, I would like wait for all of this to happen to say, okay, now I'm going to get in, and then it just wiped me out. And then guess what it does, right? It pulls back, turns, and then it goes higher, right? It's just timing. It's just learning patience to see, you know, price goes up and price goes down. Price goes up and price goes down. It's really that simple. And if you just get in that rhythm and stop jacking around, getting in on the wrong side of the trades, this is extremely simple. But probably the biggest thing too is I shut off I stripped all indicators. Man, I was jacking around with so many indicators, watching stochastics and MACD and RSI and Bollinger Bands. I had so much crap on my charts you couldn't even see where the candles were. And I'm watching all this, oh, the red crossed the green and the blue and the yellow's up and the red's down and the blues are sideways, and oh my gosh, I wasted 2 years jacking around with indicators and never made a dime till I stripped the crap off my charts and just focused on what are the candles, because the candles represent the world markets. It's you and me buying and selling, period. And when that all synergizes, and I mean, it all makes sense. And I've never been consistent until I cut all that crap off my charts. That's all I can tell you. Now it's just me, it's just my story. Everybody's different, but that's my deal. It's interesting how the U.S. yen is following the euro dollar, which is totally inverse. Totally inverse. Should never be following along. That's a huge aberration. Okay, we got to get this profitable. I got to nail 3 for 3 today. That would be fun, wouldn't it? This could be at the end of the swing here. See where it's can be stopped, and then it'll swing up, retest this red, and then drop again. Let's see, Aussie dollar, US dollar, Swissy. Okay, this New Zealand, yeah, this thing is really, look at that, it's touching a line. Oh, you know what we should do is we should just scalp this thing. Is just take 5 pips, because it's in a downtrend, it's retesting this line, and if it breaks this line, it's going to come back. It's such a high probability. What is it? 80, 29 to 23. I could probably get 5 pips out of here. Let's see if we can get this thing to move. In the last minute. See that? I'm looking at that, and let's just scalp it back down to here. And if it goes above, I'm not worried, because if it goes above, it'll pull back down to this. So let's try it. I'm just putting it in my dashboard here. And now right now, immediately, I'm going to put these. Oh shoot, I forgot the spread on this is horrible. Oh crap. Look at that spread. 0.28 to 31. That's 3 pips, I guess. It's not that bad. But when this thing gets profitable, I'm going to follow it with my stop loss. So let me quick get it in my dashboard. This is London. It's only 5:30. New Zealand, US dollar, sell, and I got in at 0.8059. 0.8059. So here's what we got. Aussie is up, and this New Zealand is right now it's negative. This Euro Swissy I'm gonna cancel. That's the let's take a quick look at that just to make sure. It's the red bounce, and they're not. None of these red bounces have been hitting. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a bunch of crap. It's in there. What time is it? It's 5:30. I'm just gonna cancel it. I don't think it's gonna hit within the next few. So I just double click the time, hit it, delete. Okay. Alright, let's go back to this New Zealand, and I just want to scalpage. Scalp it. I just want to get it down in here, and I'm going to take it off. What does it say? 3 pips to take profit 1. I'm not going to get much, but if anything, if I can get this and get to break even, and if it drops further, great, then I'll just follow with my stop loss. But you know, well, I'll leave this out of the way. My approach or my attitude of a stop loss is it's disaster recovery. Normally, I'm not gonna let them hit. So Aussie's up 2 pips. Okay, I'm not gonna let them hit my stop loss. If it goes, I'm gonna keep my stop out of the way, let it cycle up, and when it comes back for retest, that's when I shut it down. So normally, I'm not getting blown out at a full unless it's like a red bounce that went bad and I'm sleeping. If I'm here looking at a trade, I'm ready and willing to do battle like this. If this breaks above and closes, I'm ready to do battle and keep my stop out of the way as it cycles back down to profit. Okay, I have to be willing to do that. I'm just watching that. Okay, so the Aussie's headed up. I'm at 2.5. So this is fractional pips, they call it. So that's 2.5 pips. That's 11.1 pips. So the Swissy turned. That's good. Do a quick scan. All right, Swissy's hanging on. Aussie's pushed back, kind of hanging on. Okay, so are we look at this. We're not even profitable yet. So I got in here, and I'm waiting for this red line to get below my entry to get even profitable. Ugh, it's kind of a big spread. 26 to 28. Ah, geez. Well, we're scalping. If I can get 2 to 5 pips, that sucks, but I'll take it. So I'll just keep this little dashboard up. Okay, Aussie 2.9, good. Put this down here out of the way. And, you know, like I said, I'll let these profits hit and see what happens. So I'm at 0 now. I'm finally at profit. Well, I'm finally at 0. Profits here is coming. So I'm not going to let this one get away from me. I'm going to just peel a few and be ready. And if it goes more, right, if this thing just drops right on through, fantastic. But this is I like these kind of setups where I have a touch point, right? A touch point. So I have 2 touch points on a trend line. So it's down 2 points on a trend line down, and then it retouches it. I think those are high probability trades. It's really that simple. Make this red. Okay, so let's keep watching my terminal here. Okay, Aussie's at 3 pips. Yeah, it's kind of funny if the Aussie US dollar is going up, Euro US down. The New Zealand US dollar is following a little closer to the Euro US dollar. So see this chart, and there's the Euro. See that? So its chops goes down. Great Britain chops goes down. Swissy chops heads up. Aussie's chops looking like it's, there it goes, looks like it's heading up. And now this is well, let's see here. See that chart? That swung. That swung. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get a little exercise in shutting down a trade misbehaves. So again, I could take -4, which, should I take -4? I have to decide here. Do I do battle? Do I wait? It's 15 minutes. We got 8 minutes left in this candle, right? It's a downtrend, and you know, the other thing is if it breaks, chances are very high it's going to come right back down to retest this black and then head up again. So I gotta watch this thing. Aussie 7. And again, I gotta wait for this candle to close. I can't panic, make too many decisions off this here. So wow, we've been live here for a half an hour just pounding it. I have not paused it once. We're moving. I really want that Swissy to take that first profit. No, I guess it did. Sorry, did I write that in? Oh, the Aussie. I'm waiting on this first profit. Jeesh. Okay, so the euro is moving to retest. See again, now here we go. 2 touch points. It can retouch that line and drop, which is going to be 50%. You watch. This is crazy. This is another little nugget too. Watch this. It struggles 50% of these channels. I can't tell you how often. So you go from this channel to there. 50. Look at it. Touch 38. It's right at 50. It stopped and it's right there. Let's see what happens there. Swissy's trying to go up. Aussie's trying to go up. New Zealand is trying to come down. Yeah, if I can. I'd like to just let this run. If it touches and slams me to break even and stops me out, I don't care. It's just, we'll see what this does here. Okay, now watch. Last 5 minutes of a 15-minute candles. See what happens if it pushes for us here. again, see this one here, if we would again, here's the conservative approach, right? Is you got to take it off in this area. So if you even look at just when it touched, it came right back down into these small candles here, right? So you got to take the profit right away. Sure enough, it did. Now it's struggling. So that one seems okay. I mean, it makes sense. You follow the rules. This again, look at this, right? It broke, dojied, and look what it did. It came right back up. We have to take profits here. Huge lesson. See it? So you get resistance, breaks, dojis, retests it, goes up, and least gets to this area. And a grid, perfect. Okay. Now, if it stops us out, we're done. It's over. But if it keeps moving upwards, that's why you have to take profit there. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, Aussie's green, New Zealand's struggling. And again, we always have the prerogative, either a couple options on this, right? We tighten our stops, or we just shut it down. If you don't like what's going on, you get to zero, forget it. You just shut it down. The trades, if they misbehave, you just shut them down. You don't have to sit here and take a trade that is not, I call it behaving, right? If it doesn't go your way. I have other guys talk it, like a trade's like an employee, and if they misbehave, you fire them. So it's the same kind of thing. We don't have to hang on to something forever. It either goes or it doesn't. So looks like we might be scaling out here. Let me but this candle's not closed yet, so we don't know. Okay, so this is big, 23 to 53, so that's 30 pips. See, so I mean, you have to be ready. You have to be ready to keep your stop at least out of the way of this grid. And that's your, so it could go 50% pull back, or it could go all the way up into this area and then pull back, and that's what you have to be willing to do battle. You have to be willing to let it go against you and then follow it back down. Again, now I'm okay because there's no news, and if there's no news and no scheduled news, there's no reason that this should go straight up. So that's what I'm playing. I'm playing those odds that price should just kind of behave. It should go up, price goes down, price goes up, price goes down. Okay, now I'm all the way down to 5 pips in the Swissy. That son of a gun, it's not moving upwards. Yeah, see, we needed a 1 or 2 pip spread here to be profitable. This is just too, I mean, this is 31 to 29, 30, 31. It fluctuates around between 3 and 4 pips for the spread here. Well, hopefully you're learning stuff by watching these. Be sure to go to YouTube and watch our videos. We put them out on YouTube under Fast Track Trader, and then make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way whenever I upload any new videos, you'll see them there. We keep updating them on the member site, but also